twist away from the checking. Now along the boards, tracked by Bozak, swings it into the far corner. There's Nash after it, trying to connect with Brassard. It reaches him in front, scores! Dan Boyle steps up, takes the Brassard pass, and the Rangers strike first.
The Rangers don't score a pile of goals. They got 150 on the year, but there are times when the goals come really difficult for them. Matt Zuccarello has started to play much better in the last month or so. On the weekend, he was among their better forwards. Look how quickly he loses Morgan Rielly behind the net, controls the puck, and the play will continue along with Zuccarello's good work. A crafty play behind the net by Derek Brassard, a little stick lift of Morgan Rielly.
And now the Leafs over the line. David Booth trying to bust in, and that shot Boyle goes wide. At the point, played to Trevor Smith, and the shot blocked by Talbot, and the rebound cleared away. Undrafted defenseman in the NHL right now on the same team. Boyle the goal scorer, and Dan Girardi. And the Rangers defense roll one of their strengths. Miller playing to the point. Ryan McDonough across. Dan Boyle's got it. Watched by Lupul. Rangers putting on pressure here. Back to young JT Miller. Now McDonough down the ice, and a big stop by Reimer. Kicking it out, still loose. Has got it. An outlet down to the far side, and Nash will send it in and go after it. Reimer plays it away from him. France advance on the pass. It's loose in front. Slides to Nash. Empty net, scores. Giveaway, and it's in the back of the net. 2-0 Rangers, and Matt Zuccarello has the second goal.
On the first goal, Morgan Rielly was victimized by a nifty little lift of the stick by Derek Brassard. This time it's Cody Franson who turns the puck over. Chip into the zone by Nash. Reimer gets it to Franson in great shape, but he bobbles the puck, he whiffs on it, and Matt Zuccarello's not going to get anything much easier than this. The puck will come to Rick Nash, he just chips it out front to Zuccarello. It's his 9th goal of the season.
Rangers have a 2-goal lead, looking for more. McDonough in, shot, Reimer stopped him.
Wow, the Leafs better wake up or this is going to get ugly. The Rangers are all over them so far. The Leafs will try and get back in the game on their power play.
Power play goals in the last 2 games. Here's Rielly stepping up, walking in, scores! It only takes 6 seconds, and Morgan Rielly has goals in back-to-back games.
There are only 2 face-off men in the game that are over 50%. Dominic Moore and Tyler Bozak. Now they're lined up on the draw. And Bozak wins the draw, gets the puck back to Franson to Rielly, and now because the puck has moved so quickly, Hagelin gets caught in the middle, and that opens up about 20 feet for Morgan Rielly to get on his horse. Look how quickly he covers that lane. Talbot's a bit deep in the crease, and Rielly's got beauties in back-to-back games, and the Leafs are on the board.
Rangers now are in. St. Louis sends it across. There's Nash. Back to Brassard. Brassard holds, point, shot, kicked out, rebound is cleared away. And Paddock now has it 2-on-1 with Booth. Richard Paddock, David Booth, and he can't convert. What a... Now sent ahead, great pass, it is Hayes, kicked out by Reimer, who's been terrific, despite being beaten twice in his opening frame. That puck came out, it's offside against Dan Girardi. Klein returned on Saturday to Nashville, where he started his career, got a huge ovation, shot by Stahl, rebound stop. Back-to-back steams by Reimer.
He's made several really difficult stops tonight.
Here's Mark Stahl. Give and go into the Leaf zone on the backhand, cutting in, open net, scores. Kevin Hayes finishes some fine work from Mark Stahl.
That's the Bozak, Kessel, Van Riemsdyk line again. The neutral zone defense of the Leafs is merely a suggestion tonight. The Rangers are going through there totally unimpeded. Turnover at the blue line, a little D-to-D pass, and look how open the middle of the ice is. That's a wave by Kessel. It's a feet stuck in the ice by Van Riemsdyk. Mark Stahl drives it to the net, and Kevin Hayes is on the spot. to dunk this behind James Reimer for Hayes' 8th.
Gathering momentum and stock going up with the Rangers. Here's Komarov back to the point. Robidas scores! Unless it was tipped, it's the first leap goal for Stefan Robidas.
This was not tipped, Chris. It's a floater, I believe. Not tipped, rather, from Robidas. The Rangers' 4th line gets on the ice. This is a real problem for them. It's their 3rd defense pair and their 4th line. Boyle's way up at the half wall. Maybe this is tipped in front of the net by Lupul. Let's get another look at it. But look, the Rangers got to have 4 guys on that side of the ice. Boyle's up at the top of the circle. Stempniak's below him.
They are crediting the goal to Robidas. With that pass in front, and Kadri is stopped. That's a big stop for Cam Talbot. Around and the puck knocked down, kept in. Here's Chris Kreider walking in, and a hot shot. I believe Reimer got a piece of it, then up onto the netting. Nash gets it back for the Rangers. And now heads to the bench as Hagelin takes over, along with Dominic Moore. A shot, and he scores! Dominic Moore short-handed, beating Reimer.
Reimer must not have picked this up because Moore took the puck off the sideboards, just spun and half slapped it towards the net. It's right into the top corner. Stahl just shoots it around. Now let's watch as the play develops here. Moore's going to get the puck. Oh, you see Riley skated right in front of Reimer, and he doesn't quite pick it up in time. He's down in his butterfly as he can't see it. It goes right by the hip of Riley into the corner.
Bust out, Kevin Hayes, Carl Hagelin, put it in front and deflected just wide. There was Kevin Klein hopping up. Reimer down, sprawls, and he'll hold on, but Kevin Klein comes close and
himself back in the lineup. But you're right, Chris, it's been a fight for him.
Stepan fanned on it, lays it in behind the net. St. Louis centers, Kreider, nice stop, James Reimer. Kick save on Chris Kreider. Pass intercepted at center. Trevor Smith back in. Here's Kessel working into the slot. Needed shot. Nice stop. Rebound. And Talbot stopped that. Best chance for Kessel on the night. The 3rd period, they start with Kadri, Winnick, and Santorelli. Puck at the line. And now out comes Toronto. Kadri finds Winnick inside the line. Riley steps up. Shot. Scores! Morgan Riley double dips. And it's a 1-goal game.
That goal's almost from the same spot as his power play goal in the 1st period. That's 3 goals in the last 2 games for Morgan Riley. This play starts with a real heady play by Nazem Kadri. The puck comes to the blue line, and look, he's got his head up, and he makes an indirect pass off the boards. He doesn't force something where it can be deflected. He puts it off the boards to Winnick, who's come across the ice to support. Komarov as well. They've been no factor at all.
Of course, David Clarkson out for the 2nd straight game as a healthy scratch. Here is Winnick in deep. Trying to center, scores! Backed in! Game tied! And there's the one line that has done something tonight. And they get a lucky bounce for the game-tying goal.
Winnick makes a strong play on the 3rd goal to Morgan Riley. He makes a strong play up the boards here. Chips it away from Chris Kreider. Stronger on the puck than Kreider, and then you get a lucky bounce off the stick of Ryan McDonough. McDonough's trying to deny that pass to Kadri in front of the net.
Well, we mentioned 2 9-goal games between these two, and here's a break. David Booth stopped by Talbot, the rebound. Another chance as Smith put it wide. Phil Kessel out with these 2 on a newly crafted line for Peter Horacek. We apologize for that. Carl Hagelin will get around the defense. Great burst by Hagelin and a big stop by Reimer.
Wow, did he get down the ice.
Is noted as one of the fastest, if not the fastest in the league. And he put it on display there. Dominic Moore tripped up. Moore usually a smooth skating forward, had trouble there. And here's a chance at a goal. Matt Zuccarello has the go-ahead goal for the Rangers.
Zuccarello was outstanding in the first period. Now he's going to take a little look at the Leaf bench as he skates by.
He just got the last word, or maybe one of the last words of the night.
We showed Derek Stepan getting 3 opportunities from the same spot. Dom Moore toe picks. He's going to actually get an assist on that play. Rick Nash picks up the puck. Not the most graceful of assists for Dom Moore, but when Nash gets to the puck in front of Riley, he finds Zuccarello, and Zuccarello beats James Reimer from dead in the middle of the ice.
Call's already been made, but there goes Hagelin again. With speed again into the zone, and Reimer has another stop to keep the Leafs within 1. Here's Kessel moving up. Goes after the puck against Girardi. Steered around for Kreider. Gives it away. Top off the goal post. That close to a game-time goal for Kadri. Polak got there quickly, and the Leafs will move back in. Lupul loose on the left wing. Lupul shot, and Talbot will hold on to that. Clock drains. Rangers win it. Gave up a 2-goal lead in the third, but get a goal from Matt Zuccarello to survive a wild night in Toronto.